Yo! Be back in a second. Getting water. Hey, what's up? Does XSplit just not show the total number of people watching anymore? It's been 0 forever, and I've updated it, and I've updated the plugins, and I don't know. I don't know why they even have the thing at the top that says that, if it's been broken for multiple years. I thought it was a matter of, like, me not updating something, which... You know anything about me, it's that I don't update things. I don't know. It's not the sunken cost fallacy. It's not a fallacy. I'd have to remake all the hold-on screens. Oh no! Did not mean to go into easy mode. Oh, this is weird music. Oh, and it only has 3 colors. Ew. I'm the last one to use XSplit. No, I'm not! Whatever happened to FF-Split, which I remember was supposed to be a free alternative in, like, 2013. I remember I tried to use it, but it only supported bitmap images, which was a no-go for a lot of things I was doing. Bam. Beans. Oh shit, that didn't work. Can't even beat the training mode. Anyway, I'm gonna hang out here for, I guess, an hour or so. Guess I'm gonna go hang out with somebody after. But it's Puyo time. It could be Zelda time as well, but I think that involves more of a time commitment than I've got at the moment. Oops. Oops. But I have just enough time to reset Puyo about 20 times. At least. Also, like, people have got to use XSplit, right? Let me see something. Viewer count 0. Viewer count not being displayed. XSplit. Someone 5 years ago said, it's most likely a hiccup on Twitch's end that'll be fixed for your next stream. Nope. Don't think that's true. Huh, I wonder. No idea what the issue is. Oh, what are the stickers in Bomb Rush Cyberpunk? Are they good? Man, that was such a good game. It turns out this whole time I don't hate video games, I just hate modern video games. Which is to say that I want the video games I play to remind me of my childhood, and therefore I will never age. Never, ever, ever. Yes, that's how that works. No, I'm not asking or answering any questions about it. Oh, this is really ill-advised, which is to say, if I don't get this exact piece, I lose, but don't worry. We got the piece. The beans are saved. Oops. How would you have a panel to pawn randomizer? Every other piece that comes down is like a Tetro block or a Puyo bean. Hey, Soviet Hulk. I got this really slow charger. For my phone. At some point, I bought these like lightning charging cables because I thought... So like these charging cables that terminate at a 90-degree angle at the plug, and I thought, okay, well that'll stop me from ruining so many cables because I'm not immediately bending it. And somehow it just ends up bending itself straight, and then there's a kink in the cable forcing it to like not be bent after I've used it for a while. This is something that really needs a visual example, and I realize you're probably not getting it, but essentially, if you're thinking, oh, I should get those charging cables that have the 90-degree bend at the plug, they'll work great. Bad news, they don't. Oh no, I just lost. Yelling about charging cables. For nothing! Wait, is this using the wired internet? Or is this on Wi-Fi? Can't change it. Oh well. I updated everything to see if that fixed the viewer total issue. It didn't, and then it wanted me to adjust a bunch of other settings that I haven't looked at or thought about for ages. So I don't know what I might have inadvertently broken. Wireless chargers are neat, but I never found them to be fast enough. And if I'm going to be just sticking a phone on a pedestal and not moving it anyway, I might as well just plug it in. Also, I think they're worse for the battery because they generate a lot of heat in the process, which batteries don't like. Yeah, like I have a wireless charger that I bought in grad school from Amazon Now, which doesn't exist anymore because I needed a charger for my phone and couldn't get one. I was in the middle of doing lab stuff. So I just had a dude drive me this charger over. Well, it's got a big fan in it, so I guess it's got to generate a lot of heat. Oh no, I put that in the wrong spot! And that one too. Dang. It does have a fan. It's like built into the charger housing. It's not that impressive, but I haven't had any other charging thing that had a fan in it. I don't know, probably reading into it too much. Also, it's a Samsung, and who knows what they're up to. Guess that goes there. Ugh, stuff in my eye. Hey, new and tasty success. How's your life going? How's your brain? Do you feel like you've got it back? The only wireless charger you have is built into a retro-style FM radio. Retro, like 50s retro, or what? God, back when I was shopping for like turntables and stuff, the amount of just plastic schlock that's just there to make you think, oh, this looks like a radio from the 50s. It's just so depressing. It's nothing worse than like cheap simulacra of actual products. People try to sell you to make you think of, quote-unquote, the better days. Go beans. That was a gift. Oh, sorry. Not to criticize your gift. Alternatively, yes to criticize your gift because you didn't pay for it. I'm sorry to ruin your Christmas after it's over. And I'll do it again, too! Well, I've updated everything that I can on XSplit, and it still says 0 viewers, and I guess that is just the state of the software. Somehow, I feel like I'm probably the only person paying for XSplit, or paid for XSplit at some point. And my one membership alone that I paid like 3 years, not 3, probably like 10 actually, years ago is probably not enough to keep the company afloat. I should ask XSplit, like, hey, if I stream again, can you please fix this? I used to sit at the main channel hold-on screens for about like 15 minutes before actually starting them, just because I would sit there and wait for the viewer total to tick up to like 500 or something. And then I thought, okay, well that's a good amount of people. Guess I'll start it then. Now I can. Oh Christ, where do I connect these? What connects? I don't know what connects, none of them. Aw, man. You might be a figment of my imagination. It's maybe not very complimentary to you, but I appreciate that you're giving me the credit. I appreciate that you're letting me be the faith in Final Fantasy X in this situation. You do miss the hold-on screens. They're still there, unless the update broke them, which is entirely possible. Which one normally broke? I think the Danganronpa one would have issues sometimes. Nope, that one's fine. Oh no, why is it not animating? That's not how that's supposed to... Oh. Oh no. It's fine. Don't worry about it. He's taking really big steps. I guess they work. All the parts. Cave Story broke a lot, but then I just recorded it. So, like, I might have the original version of Cave Story where all the layers are manipulatable, but... Yeah, so this is the initial one, and the clouds always were really jittery at 60 FPS for some reason. So for the real one, I just rendered that out as an actual video file. In fact, when I made the recording of this video file, I made this cutscene, or not cutscene, this hold on screen in OBS, and then recorded it from that, and then put it in here. Although the text and everything is its own separate thing. Man, Cave Story's really good. They are still bangers. Why doesn't it work? Chat, it doesn't work with the Parappa screen. That works. I think they all work, except Parappa for some reason. Why does that not work? I'm the only person that likes XSplit, it better like me back. I'd load it again, but it hard crashes every time that I don't even think it's worth it. At least the best screen still works. Man. What a good game. I gotta get another copy of one of those Pet Sound shirts. Mine was originally bootleg merchandise and eventually just ripped itself apart, and also it was like extra large or something. It's part of the personal brand identity. I think the Princess Maker hold on screen is my favorite one. I like the music, I like all the dumb little additions to it. I had fun making it. I had fun making all of them. I liked the exercise and problem solving to get all the animations to work. And now XSplit, so casually, it's like, nope, sorry. Can't load that one. What if I try to load in that Parappa scene? Load scene. Did I save Parappa? Or did I just save... Oh, that's a whole thing. I bet if I load it, it's not gonna make a difference and it's still gonna crash. Which one was the most time-consuming? The VibRibbon one took a while. And I think one of the video files had to be encoded to some esoteric, like, phone format with that miserable file conversion program called Super in all caps that if you go to the website you would swear it's malware, but it's actually usable software. I couldn't get it to loop unless I converted it to, like... God, I don't even remember. This says it's an AVI, so maybe I ultimately settled on that. But it's a different one, I guess. Yeah, I know, that was 10 years ago. That's fucked. Like, I remember walking past the construction outside my lab every day early on in grad school while everything was going really poorly. And making that fib ribbon hold on screen and thinking like, well, this is the best thing I'm gonna do all week. Highlight of my day. Highlight of my month. But I'll never get the PhD. I guess I did. I don't know where the time went. I didn't even do anything. Became a doctor. Yeah, but not a useful doctor. Just the snooty one. Just so I could run for president one day and people be like, well, I'm not a real doctor. You don't have to call it Dr. President. God, imagine being Dr. President. I can still make people call me doctor. Oh, I do. I mean, not always, but PhD's nuts. God. In academia, people generally don't call each other doctor whatever all that much. But now and then you find places to do it. I wonder how many people Half-Life convinced to get a doctorate. Like, that's probably a lot of real good publicity for MIT back when that game came out, right? Maybe. Surely there's somebody who went to grad school because of Half-Life. They give me a crowbar when I graduated. No, I didn't go to my graduation. I wasn't there to receive my crowbar. I'd already moved to Massachusetts and was not very interested in driving back to Baltimore just for that. Why wasn't Half-Life my reason? It was my reason, in fact. I'm looking for my soulmate who also went and got a PhD because of Half-Life. Because of Half-Life 2, but not because of the original Half-Life, because I didn't play that one. I saw what good somebody with a PhD could do for an ailing post-apocalyptic civilization and thought, well, shit, I ought to do that. I'm also not very good at math, and I figured if Gordon can't count past 3, I guess I don't have to either. I'll have you know, I also came up with that very original Half-Life 3 joke myself. No one has ever said it before me. And, you're welcome. And if you say it, I will sue you. So don't you dare. That's my joke. aliens have I killed since becoming a doctor? A mouse is a kind of alien. Okay, if you said how many mutants have you killed, I could answer that more easily. I could separate it into mutants and wild types. How many residence cascades have I caused? I'm not at liberty to disclose that. It's part of my initial security clearance assessment. I'm not allowed to talk to the public about the resonance cascades. Oh no. Speak on the hazard course. No, I told them I was just feeling kind of tired, and they're like, okay, you don't have to take it. I was out sick for the hazard jungle gym. Yeah, really. Somebody mailed me a crowbar to the P.O. box once when I was in, like, freshman year, I think. And I never used it. It just sat in my dorm closet. Which I guess was the opportunity for me to become Gordon Freeman as an undergrad. And I didn't take it. I don't even know what I would do with a crowbar. Problem in science is that you never have giant crates of stuff. It's always tiny little aliquots of liquid. There's like 5 microliters of a viral construct you bought. Thanks, that'll be $5,000. Okay, that worked. That didn't. I always have this bad habit of just dumping things that I don't immediately need somewhere on the map all willy-nilly, and then I try to go back and find a place to put it, and I just can't. Emptied the shelves on the floor and then wondering where the paprika is. I'll open a P.O. box one day, but it's money. In Baltimore, at least, it was like hundreds of dollars every 6 months or something. Which I guess if I were streaming and had more disposable income and an actual reason to keep it open, then maybe I would do that, but in the interim, it's just kind of too much money to spend on renting out a small box. But if you want to meet me in the back of a dimly lit alleyway to give me my package, that would be great. And I should warn you ahead of time, my organs are not really worth selling. I got the serial number engraved on them, so don't even try to resell them. They'll know. Engraved with my PIN number. PhD identification number. I don't know what I would do with the DS flash card. I think I have part of one. Somebody gave me their old DS Lite a while ago, and it came with a flash cart, but only in the GBA slot, which I think is just like an accessory thing to the main flash cart that goes in the DS game card slot. I don't know if that goes to anything or not. Do my lab rats still get free antidepressants? No, I study sleep now. And predominantly with a focus on what regulates wakefulness, so I've mostly been keeping mice awake. But I did find if you selectively stimulate parvalbumin expressing GABAergic neurons in the globus pallidus external, then you can potentially increase sleep pressure in the dark cycle. But the dark cycle for rodents is the active cycle, so it's kind of the opposite for you. That's only preliminary data, though. It's like an N of 3 mice. The wakefulness data that I've nearly gotten published is, I think, a lot more convincing. Don't I not sleep? I don't! I got 4 hours of sleep last night. It was not great. And then I woke up this morning at 7 or something. One sec. So many text messages. And then I just laid in bed and fell asleep at the end. How many mice have I euthanized recently? Oh wait, what was my chain doing? I lost track. I think I have to pop that blue. I did 3 on Friday. Probably more. We keep a running total. At the end of funding cycles, you have to account for all of your animal use. Oh no! Why'd I do that? Yeah, the grant is all for sleep stuff. I now work in a sleep lab, primarily. Department of Psychiatry, Division of Sleep Medicine. That's me. I like that it says medicine around my title, which is doctor, so you might think I'm a useful kind of doctor. Alas, it was not to be. Working in academia sounds like suffering because you need to fight for grants. Yeah, it is! It sucks! Like, I've never worked a real job. Every job I've ever worked has been, like, lab assistant. Or lab assistant. Or, like, camp counselor. So I don't know. I don't know what it's like to work a job in the private sector. I don't know what it's like to have a job where you just go in and you do things, and as long as you do the right thing, you're fine. Versus academia, where it's constantly just, boy oh boy, hope things work out with this project, and then I can get funding for next year so I don't starve. We had somebody in the lab who kept trying to get funding over and over and was just making zero progress on any of these things. And now she doesn't work here anymore. Which is really scary that you could just kind of wash out like that and not have enough backup mechanisms to tide you over until you can get funding again. Don't get a PhD unless you want to work in academia. Yeah, just don't get a PhD. I mean, I don't know. If you get a PhD in like bio or chem or some of the other STEM things, it's free. If you hate yourself and don't have any other ideas, I guess there are worse things to do. Oh yeah, well that's the thing. It creates all sorts of perverse incentives that, you know, then lead to all those headlines of, oh, so-and-so faked these things in the paper. Someone made up these Western blots. They photoshopped this one band over slightly more so it works with their hypothesis. You know, because journals are just not really looking for results that are essentially, we did this thing and it didn't do anything. Okay, thanks. Even though, like, there really should be that, because it would probably save a lot of people a bunch of time who are trying to replicate something similar. But the journals don't want that, they just want to get the clicks. They want to get research that people will cite a bunch, bring people to the website, so then they can maintain their prestige, and then they can maintain their ability to charge thousands of dollars in publishing fees, etc., etc. The whole system is dumb and shitty. Like, the good thing about doing academic research is that you're more or less outside a lot of these, you know, potential influencing pressures for, say, like, I work at a drug company and I have to make, or, you know, find out if this drug works, and it would be really good financially for a lot of people if this drug did this thing. But, you know, when it just comes down to some of these funding realities, or the whole, like, publish or perish doctrine, it's really not that much better. One of these systems that really just gotta be deconstructed and remade with modern sensibilities in mind, because, like, what are you paying journals thousands of dollars to do? You know, you pay the editors and maybe whoever actually typesets the manuscript into the right format. The people proofreading, or doing the peer review, don't get paid. The authors don't get paid. You know, there should just be a way to put your data up there, get it peer-reviewed, have it have, you know, no pressure to publish things that are not particularly spectacular results, because not everything is a spectacular result, and a lot of things just aren't results to begin with. I don't know. I don't know what else I'd be doing. It does stink. Yeah, but there are a lot of journals. Like hundreds of journals in your discipline, whatever your discipline is. And they have open access journals, but those aren't really peer-reviewed. So you can go into, say, bioRxiv and read a bunch of papers for free, but no one's looked them over. So, you know, when you submit to bioRxiv, all they do is, like, they do this quality screen, which is essentially someone just uploading, like, nonsense, like pornography or whatever to this. If no, you know, put the paper up, everyone reads it, no one's peer-reviewed it. If they could have something like that, but then you get peer-reviewed, and also something with the whole system of journals trying to jockey for the highest impact factor, like if the incentives around that were recalibrated somehow, that would be also pretty good. I don't know. Why did I update this copy of XSplit? I'm so annoyed that I have to go and do a system restore just to load the Parappa hold on screen. Oh, I shouldn't have put that there. And then there are a lot of predatory journals that just have, like, no scientific standing or reputation or anything, but they realize that there is that need to get publications and put things on your resume and make number go up. So they'll just try to get you to pay money to submit stuff to them and treat you like they're doing you a favor. It's all very silly. I just want to chop brains. Oh well. No, it's definitely ripe for abuse. But it's just currently how the system is. I don't know what it would take to change it. It's just very deeply entrenched in academia. Oh, 1 sec. I want to switch to OBS. If and when I ever upgrade this computer, maybe I'll do it. Just start everything fresh. But for now, this one is just the time capsule. Too many things on it I don't feel like messing with. How could the system be overhauled? God. First off, and there has been legislation for this, any research that has been funded with public funding should not be locked behind a journal paywall. That's ridiculous. And I think next year, or maybe it's this year, they're mandating that that all changes. But I don't know. The whole thing is dumb. I'd have to think about how you would overhaul the system, and I'm sure people smarter than I am have given it a lot more thought. I did it. What is OSRS? Weren't those the Gen 3 Pokemon remix? Old school RuneScape. Oh, okay. It's like Omega Sapphire, Ruby Sapphire. Ugh. Oh, why did this crash? Oh, probably stepped on the cable. Well, probably gonna head out and socialize. Sadly. But I might be back. If not now, then tomorrow. And if not tomorrow, then eventually. Okay, bye.